Why remembering death sets you free. We run from death the way we run from being truly present. To forget death is, in a strange way, to forget how to live. The prophet once said, "Remember often the destroyer of pleasures," meaning death. At first, this sounds bleak, but it's actually the opposite. Remembering death means waking up to how fleeting life is and choosing to live it more fully because of that. In Sufi tradition, this practice has a name, Zikr al-Maut, the remembrance of death. Mystics never treated it as punishment. They treated it as awakening. Because when we forget that we're mortal, we start living as if we have forever. We spend hours on petty arguments, years on jealousy, we hold grudges, we hoard, we keep saying later. But once death is remembered, later stops existing. Only now remains. Western philosophy carries a similar thread. The Stoics called it memento mori. Remember that you will die. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of death every morning because a person who knows their mortal places less value on trivial things and more on what truly matters. Heidegger took this further, arguing that we only live authentically once we recognize ourselves as being toward death, living by our own truth rather than by the expectations others place on us. What Islam adds here runs deeper. Death isn't an ending, it's a passage. But that doesn't mean treating it lightly. Quite the opposite. It means living every moment as if it will be accounted for. In the Quran, death is called haq, an undeniable truth, and remembering the truth frees a person from chasing false priorities. This is where freedom appears. Someone who remembers death stops needing others' approval because approval means nothing once you're beneath the earth. They let go of the hunger to accumulate because none of it travels with them. They stop putting things off because tomorrow was never guaranteed. And most importantly, they stop fearing because someone who has faced the greatest fear, death itself, no longer bows to the smaller ones. Perhaps that's why visiting graveyards is encouraged in Islam. A graveyard isn't a place of sorrow. It's a mirror of truth. Everyone resting there once said, "I once made plans, once felt anger, once felt joy. Now there's only silence." And that silence whispers one thing, you're coming too. So how are you living right now? Remembering death doesn't cast a shadow over life. It illuminates it. Because what is limited becomes precious. Nothing infinite is ever truly valued. But everything that will one day end carries meaning precisely because of that ending.